And the more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you.
Yeah.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the film couples that shouldn't have called it off. Spoilers ahead.
Sorry.
No.
Number 10. James and Madeline. No Time to Die.
Are we going to have a row about this?
James Bond and Madeline Swan start off this film on a high note. They're enjoying their relationship until a bomb goes off. Followed by a tense car chase. Bond appears suspicious of Swan and breaks things off on the spot.
How did they know I was here?
What are you talking
Madeline,
about?
how did they know I was here?
He doesn't stop to consider other solutions, or that one of his many enemies could be behind the attack. The two then spend 5 years apart before rekindling their partnership. The agent could have called somebody to find out the truth, but he quickly broke up with Swan instead.
So, this is it.
This is it.
It's unfortunate that the spy wasted so much time alone when he could have been happy. The tragic ending might be unavoidable, but this early mistake is almost unforgivable.
We all have our secrets. We just didn't get to yours yet.
Number 9. Colin and Poric, the Banshees of Inisherin.
I just don't like you no more.
Colin and Poric are pals on an island off the coast of Ireland. One day, Colin chooses to totally cut ties with his friend.
You do like me.
I don't.
It's a drastic choice that could have been solved by other means. He could just hang out with Poric less, rather than hacking off some fingers. But Colin refuses to budge from his original plan.
I have a set of shears at home, and each time you bother me from this day on, I'll take those shears and I'll take one of my fingers off with them.
They could also stay friends without having to meet at the pub. They could start writing letters to each other, or maybe meet up once a month instead. There are many solutions to this problem that would allow for both men to be happy. It's a tragedy Colin wouldn't even consider them.
Some things there's no moving on from. And I think that's a good thing.
Number 8. Luc and Rina, the place beyond the pines.
Anything you want to tell me? Anything you think I might want to know before I leave here?
Upon returning to Schenectady, stunt driver Luke Glanton learns that he has a child with former flame Ramina. He chooses to stick around even though she's moved on to another guy. If he took a normal job and settled down, Luke could easily hang around town and find a way to convince Ramina to take him back. He instead chooses to rob banks in order to provide for his family, and that doesn't work out well. It's clear that Luke and Ramina have something special, with the anti-hero showing a genuine interest in both her and their child. He's not exactly perfect, but he could have made a few lifestyle changes in order to save his life and their relationship.
I'm still his father. I can give him stuff. I got this for him. Just give it to him. Tell him it's for me.
Number 7. Jenny and Nate. Someone great. At the start of this romance, Nate Davis breaks up with his longtime girlfriend Jenny Young. The latter spends the rest of the movie trying to make sense of her new life. But to do that requires getting closure on this unexpected breakup. Granted, Young is preparing to leave New York and move to San Francisco for a job. However, she is open to making any accommodation necessary for the relationship to continue.
You're gonna tell me I don't love you when you're the one moving across country.
Well, if you can't make that work, what does that say about us?
And rather than breaking up, such a move could have been the impetus for a marriage proposal or some other way of taking the relationship to the next level.
I don't want to end us. I love you.
I love you. I'm sorry about San Francisco.
I can't turn down this opportunity, but we can try long distance.
A dream sequence shows what could happen if her former partner returns, taunting viewers with an alternate ending.
Maybe this whole thing implodes, nothing works, but at least we tried.
Hey!
Jenny, baby!
Number 6. Will and Skylar, Good Will Hunting.
You're an idiot. I've been sitting over there for 45 minutes waiting for you to come and talk to me. But I'm tired now and I have to go home.
Will Hunting has his share of problems and struggles, but his budding relationship with Skylar is very promising. The janitor has great chemistry with the Harvard student, but it all comes undone after the hero breaks things off. Dealing with his trauma, Hunting builds a wall around himself and pushes people away.
What aren't you scared of? You live in this safe little world where no one challenges you, and you're scared shitless to do anything else.
Don't tell me about my world. Don't tell me about my world.
It's only at the end that he finally realizes that he's made a mistake. If the main character had accepted Skylar's love, he could have planned to move out to California with her. This simple fix would have guaranteed a much happier and satisfying conclusion for the two. The intelligent hero isn't done with therapy, but he could have been helped even more with his girlfriend's support.
If the professor calls about that job, just tell him, sorry. I had to go see about a girl. Will.
Number 5. Guy and Girl. Once.
Take this sinking boat and point it home.
This sweet story of musicians in Dublin includes great songs and an unfulfilled romance. While playing music, the unnamed guy and girl also seem to be falling for each other. Each of them has their own lives and relationships to contemplate, but there's an undeniable connection between them. Guy fails to convince Girl to be with him despite the latter showing some interest in the possibility.
Come on, wait till London with me. Come on, we'll write loads of songs and live in a nice flat. You can bring Ivana over, it'll be brilliant. Come on.
It's sad to see them go off on different paths, but it really stings knowing that they could have at least stayed together to record more music, and maybe let something more develop. As collaborators or lovers, both heroes seem destined to reunite.
Where you go?
Home.
Number 4. Chiao and Sue. In the mood for love.
Mom.
After learning that their spouses are having an affair with each other, Chiao Mo-wan and Sue Lee Zen develop an unlikely bond. This slowly blossoms into a platonic romance.
我真係講唔出口喎。
我明嘅，件事都發生咗，邊個講有乜所謂？
Chiao even wants Sue to follow him to Singapore, but sadly she misses her chance, and their chance at happiness evaporates. Everything that happens afterward only serves to show how much they really blew it. Even though the film is a masterpiece, we wish we could have seen the two back together. The ambiguous ending features a mysterious secret, leaving audiences wondering what could have been. Number 3. Mia and Sebastian. La La Land.
And I ran so far away. I couldn't get away.
Of all the interrupted romances of the 2010s, we're still heartbroken over this one. Mia and Sebastian seem like the perfect couple. They're both driven artists that pursue their dreams. Things don't work out though, with the partners bending and then breaking.
Maybe you just liked me when I was on my ass because it made you feel better about yourself.
Are you kidding?
No?
The two end up seeing each other one last time in a poignant finale. They imagine how their lives could have been in an extended dream sequence, proving that there's potential for them to reunite. It might just be wish fulfillment, but the exes do still seem to love each other. Had they just waited a little longer, they could have made their lives together. Number 2. Cecilia and Robbie. Atonement.
Are you enjoying your book?
No, not really.
It gets better.
Prefer fielding any day.
Through a series of misunderstandings, the younger Bryony Tallis influences the separation of her sister Cecilia and a servant, Robbie Turner. This mistake dooms the couple for the rest of their lives. With World War II breaking out, the two heroes both die in separate incidents.
I love you. Come back. Come back to me.
It's a shocking and sad end for people that just wanted to be together. If Cecilia's siblings hadn't gotten involved, the relationship could have at least continued until the global conflict began. And Bryony lives to realise what she has done and regret her actions. While there are no guarantees in life, these characters deserved and clearly wanted much better for themselves.
I gave them their happiness.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Rose and Jack, Titanic.
I'm Jack Dawson.
Rose do it big hitter.
I have to get you to write that one down.
Meeting on the tragic voyage, Rose and Jack aren't exactly the luckiest couple. They both come from different worlds, but their love overcomes this and they try to stick together after the ship strikes the iceberg. Unfortunately, Jack has a controversial exit from the film that could have been prevented. With arguments lingering for decades, many audience members feel that something could have been done to save him.
Never let go. I will never let go, Jack.
On the other hand, it's also clear that any jostling of their makeshift raft would be dangerous. Some people might say that the story only works if they can't be together, but that doesn't mean they couldn't have tried a little harder. Did we forget another breakup that shouldn't have happened?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.